this was a weird year for music for me.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I mean, Don Toliver, obviously, I think we both agree with that. Like, that's probably like our top. Like my Spotify Rap exposed things about me that I had no clue that was going on.
A lot of Lil Durk.
No.
God damn it.
Hey man.
No, thank God. But no, my algorithm was straight. But no, a lot of Weeknd, and I think it was spurred on by the HBO Max special. And I think when I saw that, I went back and listened to Don FM, and so like a lot of my Spotify Rap was Don FM. But Drake came through at the end of the year and really just kind of took over my rap, and I think it's because the album was lengthy. So like I listened.
Pause.
I'm the album was lengthy. I didn't say he was lengthy. I said the album was lengthy.
Hey man, lengthy is just a crazy word. Long album. Pause.
Why?
Long album is pause.
He didn't say the album was dirty. Like what the hell
are
is he talking about?
Like
what?
What?
Say a lot of songs or something. Like
oh my God, man! One more before 2023 is out. But I think the say shit. The album has a lot of songs on it, so that's.
I can't, man.
Hey man,
bro, this nigga worse than Cameron,
what a way to go
bro.
out.
He worse than Cameron.
Shout out to Cam for
becoming a journalist.
Yeah, man, he made my list this year.
God damn, bro, what the fuck?
Oh, spoiler! Well, spoiler alert! Damn. Okay, spoiler on the list.
Dropping little dimes.
I need to see Shannon Sharp on the Cam Inmate show.
Oh, he might get blown out the building.
Yeah.
Pause.
But I gotta say, probably the Don Toliver album is great. Gunna had a moment, but I think after like a month, other than like Fuck You, Me and Rodeo, probably like got out of my rotation. I really want Gunna to come back with some fun stuff next year.
Yeah, I think he will.
I want some fun music from Gunna next year. Drake's album, of course. I really liked that Paramore album this year. It was really good. It was a really good album.
Yep. It's up there on my list.
You can't never say nothing serious around you, bro.
Paramore.
The ad lib is crazy.
I didn't even know he dropped the album.
It was fire.
Nigga said alternative. Like, what is that? What was your favorite, bro? Destroy Lonely?
Hey man, he dropped a good one this year.
That album was good too. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Josh was bigging it up on the show. That was a good album.
Larger Than Life, Brent Fires. I like that. Came late in the year.
Paul, see, came late.
it's not a pause.
Oh, how is that? All right, man. Go ahead.
Pause,
Keep going,
man.
bro. Keep going, bro.
I like Drake's album. Don Toliver, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse soundtrack.
Oh, that ended up being a sleeper pick for me. Spider-Verse is probably my top 5 for the year. Spider-Verse soundtrack is heat. You like that too, though, Mark, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Meals had a take in the Discord earlier. He was like, "Yo, how did Spider-Man soundtrack get jobbed out at the Grammys? And Barbie got like literally everything soundtrack wise." I was like, "Well, Barbie versus Spider-Verse would have been interesting to see, but I don't think Spider-Verse got any noms."
I mean, Barbie's just a bigger soundtrack,
it's a bigger movie.
Yeah, I mean, but just the soundtrack. You got that big fucking Dua Lipa song. You got the big Ice Spice song.
The I'm Just Ken, or the I'm Just Ken shit was a big moment off of that. I mean, I get it. There was only really one hit off of it, and that was calling me or Calling You or whatever it was called. That was like the hit off the album. I think it went platinum. If I remember correctly, but that was pretty much it off of it. Like Barbie spawned like 4 or 5 of them things.
Yeah.
So it was kind of undeniable, and I think that. I'm glad Metro brought back the hip hop soundtrack. I think people got to be ready for that next year, for there to be more of it. I think him bringing it back made it okay for people to continue that shit going on, because there hasn't been like a real hip hop soundtrack in a really long time like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the other ones that kind of hit or made sense. I don't know, man, but yeah, album wise, Lucky album, I like that. I was a big fan of that. His album this year, Larry June and Alchemist album was great.
Still got to run that.
V's, Ganger.
Of course, V's.
Yep.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. I couldn't get into it, guys.
It's
really?
It's acquired taste.
I couldn't get into it.
It's like caviar.
Like I like
oysters.
I've seen some people say. I've seen the tweets that say like, "Hey, are y'all serious with this V shit?" I liked it.
It's like oysters.
I thought it was cool.
I think with it is like the punchlines. I get it. It's really funny. It's really clever. I think it's the beats, man. The beats is just like not it to me.
You can't get with them. You can't get with them. Detroit.
It's not
beats.
even really the Detroit beats thing because a lot of the beats ain't really like a T Grizzly.
Yeah, he's
like,
not on the typical Detroit beats. I think honestly the mixing of his project kind of hinders his project a little bit. I really like the HCL freestyles he just dropped. I feel like that's where you're gonna get the sound of who V's is, and as he starts to progress from that moment. But yeah, the album. I think the album was more of a moment than it's like, oh, this is that song. Like to your point, it's a lot of good punchlines and things I hear on the record that I'm like, okay, like I could run this through and appreciate it.
It's funny.
It's acquired taste though. It absolutely is.
I think that a lot of people, I hate to even like sound like this, but it's you know, like gatekeeping hip hop, but like
it's not gonna sound the same.
It's been co-opted by like a lot of people within like the hip hop journalism sphere that like I don't respect.
That's funny.
That I'm just like, nah. I'm just
but my thing
if y'all fucking with like Rolling Stone, put it like number 3 or something. I'm like, nah. Y'all shouldn't be doing that. Because it's almost like how they co-opted Thug, and then when Thug finally made it mainstream, they were like, oh god, like he's over. Like they will drop him at a moment's notice when he gets like when he starts rapping better or whatever.
This is my thing. It's very much Thug. It's like to me, it's like early when you heard like 1017 Thug, you're like, oh. Some people are like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah. But the other people are like, oh, I hear something here. It ain't all the way there yet, but I know there's something there. That's kind of how I feel about V's. Okay. I think he'll make big records in 2024.
But you feel what I'm saying on the co-op thing of it? I'm just like,
oh yeah, no, I mean, you see, the white journalists love him right now.
It's just weird to me.
Yeah, he's the internet's favorite rapper, and they probably can't tell you a song or a bar. That's the one thing I've noticed. It's like,
I feel like those moments. I feel like those moments happen. Album wise, I think y'all have pretty much said just about as far as the top moments, everything that I have. You've brought up Drake, Gunna, Paramore, V's. That's my top 4. I got Key Glock on there.
You love you some Key Glock.
Glaucoma 2 was fire. I was never really a big Key Glock. I always liked Dolph more than Glock, but this was one of the ones that had me like, wow, Glock actually puts together a really nice project. Victoria Monet's was really good. Jaguar 2. Yeah.
All my mama ended up being like in my top 5 songs.
Huge record.
On rap.
Yeah.
On rap.
Huge record.
I was like, damn, I listened to the shit out of that record. And early, like I got onto it in September and it still ended up on my rap. So you know who else was on my rap heavy? The boy Cinch. The boy Cinch and Dave. That Split Decision EP. Yeah. One of my favorite projects. Hey, I was on my Mandem shit. And then there was like
that was your summer joint.
Hey, Spurner was my number 2 song of the year.
I will say, beyond just album songs, really love fucking Travis Scott, Fiend, and I Know.
Yeah.
Those are 2 great songs.
But I feel like as far as a project.
Yeah, Utopia was at the bottom of the barrel for me this year, and I was so disappointed because I waited a long time for Utopia. It came
and went in a lot of ways, and I mean it's cool that it's performing well. It seems to be performing well at the shows. People seem to be like getting with it, and they know what the fuck the words are and stuff like that. But I just feel like as a project, like Astroworld was probably a lot better to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And like Astroworld was like his kind of like, hey, like I'm a star project, and this was very much like experimental in a lot of ways. And I'm like, you can't like you can't take a break and come back like experimental. Like you got to come back like, hey, remember this? Like, remember all the shit y'all love me for? But Playboy Cardi next year, you mentioned Fiend.
Oh yeah.
That new song
Cardi's
you got
here.
out. Hey,
I'm sorry.
Cardi's
here. Cardi's here. Not right now. I Am Music. Sorry.
Like, bro, not even on no singing shit like the weird, like not weird, but like all the stuff he was doing. Like, I love that he reinvents his sound every single time. Like that is important, bro.
It's actually really crazy to think that he's about to up the hottest album in 2024 in January.
Yeah.
It's coming out January?
Yep. According to him.
Excited.
According to, you know that nigga.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
It might come on Christmas Day, like a whole lot of Red Day.
Hey man, drop another song this week. Come on, let's get it.
Bro, I've been doing the
You been doing the high fives outside the gas station, whatever they doing. Yeah. The patty cake they doing out the gas station.
I've been doing that shit all week, bro. I've been like, yo, this shit. See ya.
Man.
See ya.
Do ad-lib, do sound.
I will say this is also a very good year for R&B. Album-wise, I got Kali Uchis up there. I got Tinashe up there, Kiana Lede up there. Georgia Smith was a huge sleeper, at least for me. I got Ray up there. Cherry 22's EP, I ended up playing a good amount. Mariah the Scientist album, I thought I was going to be low on it, but then something different pages caught my ear crazy within the past month, and that actually bumped it up. But good year for R&B 2023.
I haven't heard Mariah the Scientist yet. I gotta hear Mariah the Pharmacist. I haven't heard that yet.
Let's go.
So I gotta check that out.